So hello everyone, we are back again with part 2 of chapter Light, Reflection and Refraction. In the part 1 of the video, we have covered the basics of light, and today's session we will be covering reflection of light and laws of reflection. So let's move ahead. Before we actually go ahead with reflection of light, we need to understand one important concept, which is rectilinear propagation of light, which means light always travel in straight line. You take a paper, make a roll out of it, and if you try to observe anything from that paper, you will observe that if it's a candle, the candle light is visible. But if you fold the paper and then you try to observe, you'll not be able to see it. And that proves that light always travel in straight line. So the phenomena of light traveling in straight line is called as rectilinear propagation of light. And you can see images on the screen explaining how light travel in straight line. Going ahead, when we talk about reflection of light, reflection is basically bouncing back of light rays after they hit the surface. When we talk about reflection of light, we have certain terms like incident ray, reflected ray, normal, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection. Incident ray is the ray which is moving towards the reflecting surface. The angle made by incident ray with normal is called as angle of incidence. Similarly, you can see the ray which reflects back, which bounces back after reflection is called as reflected ray. The angle made by reflected ray with normal is called as angle of reflection. And you can see in this GIF, this is incident ray making an angle of incidence theta I. This is reflected ray making an angle of theta r with normal, which is angle of reflection. And the point where the rays are coming and going away is called as point of incidence, and the whole setup is happening on the surface of mirror. So reflection is bouncing back of light rays after hitting any surface. Going ahead, when we talk about laws of reflection, there are two laws of reflection. First one is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal to the reflecting surface all lie in the same plane, which means if you have a horizontal plane, they will incident ray, reflected ray, and normal, they'll be in the horizontal plane. If you have it in the vertical plane, they will all be in the vertical plane. You can see it here in this image. When we talk about the second law, it is angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. So if I is 50 degree, R is also going to be 50 degree. That's the second law of reflection. Going ahead, when we talk about based on the property of light traveling in straight line and laws of reflection, we have certain properties of images formed by plane mirror. So the interesting part is these are the properties. I have also uploaded a video related to the properties of image formed by plane mirror. You can actually understand the properties of image by plane mirror with a transparent sheet. Do have a look at the video in the I button on top. So let's understand what are the properties. The first property is the image formed by plane mirror is virtual. The image formed is upright. So if it's a virtual image, it's going to be upright. It's an erect image. The image formed has the same size as that of object. If the object is moving back, the image will also move back. So image is as far behind as the object. So the distance between object and mirror is same as distance between image and mirror, but inside the mirror. You can see here, the man is 5 meters away from the mirror, and the image of this man is also 5 meters, but inside the mirror. The object and image is perpendicular to the mirror. You can see they are perpendicular to the mirror, and this is very interesting. The image is laterally inverted, which means the left of the object becomes the right of the image and vice versa. And this is called as lateral inversion. Now, to explain one of the property of image that the object distance is equal to the image distance in the plane mirror, we have this ray diagram. Again, for this, the video has been uploaded. You can have a look at the I button. In the next part of the video, we'll be covering the concepts related to spherical mirrors. So see you there. In the meantime, if you have any question, do put your question in the comment box and I'll be happy to answer. That's it from my end. Thank you and have a great time. Bye-bye.